So, when are you most productive? I would say that I'm most productive whenever I'm working with my classmates or friends or peers, whatever you want to call them. I would say that if you're working with someone, you work better all together.
I would like to say that, and also when I work by myself, because I feel like sometimes you can be productive working with people, and sometimes you can be productive working with yourself, because sometimes the people you work with are being productive, and it's going to influence you not to be productive too. So that's why I feel like it's going to be back and forth with it.
All right. Anyone else want to add anything? No? All right. Which implemented systems are most effective at FJH?
Pause it.
Oh. So what implemented systems would...
We're skipping that one.
Skip. All right.
Beep. Next.
What is the purpose of just any kind of thing at NJHS? Try that again. What is the purpose of ID badges, dress code, one-way hallways, anything like that at our school?
I feel like the reason for dress code is because I think they just want us to look the same, but I don't like that rule at all. Because I feel like some students aren't able to pay for the school clothes and other things that the school is making us wear. And like, I'm pretty sure people have regular dress clothes that they can wear to school. It's probably school appropriate. And I don't know why they make us wear a dress code, because it doesn't help us. I don't understand what it's helping us do at all. I don't know. I just don't know.
I mean, I can see your point there. I would say that it doesn't help in a lot of areas, but at the same time, I can also see some pros to it, as Mr. Laurie said himself, that he likes the dress code for the fact that it makes you feel more proper and makes you feel more fashionable and stuff like that. But also at the same time, the world is changing so much to where most people don't even wear uniforms into work anymore. As an example is my mother. She goes into work and they allow her to wear jeans, t-shirts, practically anything she wants to wear.
I agree with you on the pros part. It makes you look more professional too. Like, if you were to go to a job interview, you want to look professional, and I feel like that's what Mr. Larry's probably trying to get through our heads.
I also agree with Q on the topic, because I feel like dress code limits the way you express yourself physically and how you want to dress. I feel like you can't really tell someone's personality by just having everyone dress sort of the same way. Everyone has their own taste and style, and everyone having to dress the same way limits that. So we never know who people we kind of, relate to or we have a similar interest in, because we can't tell based on like their clothing.
And with badges, I feel like, with the ID badges, I feel like sometimes, I understand that y'all have to like know who's going to this school and all that. But like, say for instance, I've like, that we go to this school and that like we lost our ID or like we left it at home and we get like lunch detention or something for that. I don't feel like that's right. Because we go to the school, or like you could look us up in the system and see that we go to school, even though it might be a lot to do. I just feel like ID badges aren't always like, you don't need them.
Almost get punished for something.
Yeah.
I wanna add to the pros of that. I feel like the reason they make us wear IDs and also give a lunch attention is because they want us to be responsible for things. Like, you shouldn't just be going around losing something that is a piece of you that you should be wearing in school. Like, you just have to wear it. That shows that you're a student at Ferris Junior High and you won't be, I guess, something that if you don't have it.
I get where you're coming from, but I feel like you shouldn't be getting consequences for getting something that is like really small and really you don't really need it to be a student here. Like you don't. It's not really a part of you, and you don't really need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like,
Agreed.
if you were in a job and you lost something that you needed to get in your work, you would not go to work that day and you lose money. That's exactly what school is like. If you don't have your ID, you got to be responsible for your actions and go pay your time.
Well, for that, I feel like the school should know the difference between like a 13-year-old and like a 50-year-old man walking to the school.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
But then also they have like people who could be students. Like I don't know what school it was at, but it was like at a school, and a kid came in there and he shot up the school or something like that, and he didn't have on an ID or nothing because they didn't like check for him or whatever. So I do understand us having IDs, but then getting punished if you know that we go here is just unnecessary.
I mean,
I agree.
That's still it really don't matter though. Even if they do know you go to school, like the teachers still need to know that you're being responsible for things that the school gave you, which they didn't have to give you, and that's basically wasting money if you lose it. So you should pay for the consequences.
Okay, I want to talk about the one-way hallways. I get where they're coming from, how like they wanted to stop the spread of COVID and how they didn't really want people bumping into each other and dropping other stuff. But I feel like it takes a while to walk around the whole school to get to a class. Like say you're coming from the 6th grade hallway and you have to walk all the way around, like from where you enter from the cafeteria all the way to the 8th grade hallway. Takes a while.
To the end of the hallway, like
exactly.
Social studies and stuff. And like giving us 4 minutes to get there and back, I don't feel like it takes 4 minutes. I feel like it takes like at least longer than that. With a lot of people being in the hallways and you bumping into each other's, still while it's a one-way hallway, it's still a lot of chaos in the hallways, and it's not enough time to get back and forth from where you need to go.
Yeah, especially people that walk slow. I don't like people that walk slow.
I really feel like it's time management. If you manage your time right, you should be able to make it to class in 4 minutes. I'm not going to say that I do that, but I'm saying I could do better at that because I do not go to class in 4 minutes. I'm gonna be honest, I'll be late to my third period a lot, and it's not that far. And I don't know why. I don't manage my time right. Instead, I walk around with my friends and I talk and be late for class. You have no answer to that.
Yes, I do, because sometimes I don't even walk with my friends coming from the 6th grade hallway, but I have to run down that last hallway just to get to 5th period on time.
What's your 5th period?
I have advisory for 4th period. We literally have to do 2 entire loops around the school just so that I can get to Mr. Johnston's class.
Which is at the end of the hallway where you have to walk all the way down there.
That's
it's
basically
so
where
far.
I'll be. I have to walk there too.
It's a very, very long walk.
Yeah, and the teachers get mad at you because you're late, and I don't think that's.
I really
fair.
feel like they should give us an extra minute.
Or
But
you can have an exception for like cross hallways, because cross hallways aren't always as busy as the rest of the hallways. I feel like it should be more of them trying to persuade us and actually making us go down that hallway one way.
oh yeah, those cross hallways, like the hallways that go in the middle, right in the middle of it, I feel like those should be double. Like you go back and forth, because like if you walk down the hallway, you could save you at least like 30, 45 seconds to class, and you won't be late to class.
Yeah.
What a good question. There was a lot of answers. All right. Here's a good one. Should we extend class day to make 4 minutes longer in between classes? Or just however many times? However much time you want in between classes.
Can you repeat your question?
So should you spend more time at the school for more time in between classes?
No.
More time in school.
More time in school? No.
Yes, because like
Like, add on. So, you know how you want more time walking in the hallways?
Yeah.
Like, that's taking time out of your class time. So, she's saying if you add more time, like being in school.
Oh, like to like 4:30 or something like that.
yeah, I'd rather be in school.
I'd rather be late.
I'd rather just be late every day. Cause I mean,
Personally, I think that it's fine. I think the 4 minutes is okay.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 minute longer. Like last year, we had 5 minutes in between classes.
Yeah. And I don't want to be in school much longer than I already have. I feel like it's like mentally draining. If that
right?
makes
It's
sense.
like, you know how people you work 9. It was like a 8 hours,
Yeah.
8-hour shift or whatever. I feel like that's how it is in school. Like we should get that same thing and not an extra hour of school. Because in real life, I mean, well, it is real life, but like when you get to be an adult, you work 8 or 9 hours depending on your job or whatever. So yeah.
I agree.
I feel like you shouldn't have to spend extra time at school for other people being late. If you're early and other people are late, you have to spend more extra time at the school with the people who were late to class.
That makes sense.
I wanna argue with y'all so bad, but
Say it,
I
Q.
can't.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I can't figure out the words to say.
Yeah, you can't figure out
Because,
the words
like,
to say.
If you're in school longer, you like know knowledge. You like your knowledge builds up way more, but it's probably gonna be mentally draining though.
That's what I said.
Got a little pro and con there.
But like
If they do
like
that,
for say
sorry.
like for say you do like half your schedule one day for like a long period of time, you wouldn't be like, and you focus on one subject like a long time, you get to know it longer and your brain will be stuck to it, so that way you wouldn't forget it.
So you're saying you'd rather go back to A and B days?
Like,
Yes.
yeah, because in A and B days, I remember I used to have a class like, what is it, like longer than like the 45-minute classes.
It's an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
man,
and it
yes.
was like very long. So I remember I had like science, and I'm not very good at science like that.
Yeah.
So, and with the teacher I had last year, I'm not saying he was a bad teacher, but it was like certain like ways you teach it. You can't, you don't.
Was it Mr. Ali? Yeah, I had Mr. Ali too.
He was good, but
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
Wait, what am I saying?
you're saying about science, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so just like in science, I wasn't that good in it last year, and I had it like, it was like a third period, and I had it for like an hour and like 30 minutes or whatever. And I still didn't pass all my tests, and I still had like, I don't know, I just didn't understand it that well. And I had shorter classes than that class, and I had a better grade in the other classes than science.
It was like a 3-hour class, which.
So you're saying that you'd rather have the schedule we have now?
Yeah. Because it's like, if they do give us like, if they make us have extra time in school, I feel like they should just have us 4 days a week in school. Or like at least 3. Like,
I
don't have us
agree with that.
5
agree with
weeks.
I agree.
I mean, 5 days.
Miss like a day in the middle of the week to like help us recharge in the middle of the week and give us the rest of the week to finish strong.
Okay, but how many students finish? Think about Wednesdays.
What do you mean by that?
So we have Wednesdays, right?
But not, it's every other.
But how many students actually use that Wednesday to get caught up on their work?
Not a lot.
I use the Wednesdays to catch up on my sleep and to mentally recharge, because you know how school can be very mentally draining for some people, and I feel like I use that time to like really get away, you know.
And I'm not saying like give us a Wednesday. I'm saying like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then don't have school on Thursday and Friday. Because it's like, if you're giving
That's
us
3 days a week. That's not 4.
Okay,
She's saying that
but
because
I'm saying like,
if
yeah.
you add on the hours like to school, like you would have more than you would have if you had school like for a week. And so she's saying to get those days off so you don't have to come back.
It don't matter about the hours though, don't you?
And just
aren't you supposed to have a certain amount of school days a year?
You have to have so many hours each year.
Okay.
And I'm
If you
saying,
only went 3 days a week, you'd probably end up going school year round.
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm saying like, but I'm saying if you have enough hours to get out of school, like, and just in high school, like when you have like enough, like if you're ahead of your class, you have like an extra class period off because you're ahead. So that's what I'm trying to say, but I'm just trying to say it in like a different way. Oh. Okay, edit that. Take that out. Take that out. Okay. All right. What am I trying to say then? Because like.
Well, it's not hours though, because hours so here's how it works. Like the state requires you to be in a chair, so to speak, for so many hours each school year to be given credit for your topic, right? You still have to pass tests and stuff, but there's so many hours you have to be here. When you get to high school, it's more based on, the hours still count, but you have credits you have to achieve in order to graduate high school. So if you take extra classes or you take classes that give more credits, then you can graduate early, or you can get like half a day or something on certain days to make up for that time because you have enough credits already stored.
All right, so like re-say that.
I think we should move on to the next question.
Yeah, because that was gonna go on for a long time.
That's okay.
No one asked y'all.
We have how
How
many?
much do we have left? We only have 2 minutes. Pick the best school and go for best question and go with it.
All right.
I think the last question and the add-ons to those like the ones at the bottom.
No, please don't do that one.
Corey, I haven't heard from you at all today.
How do you know that your teachers want to be successful? Ooh, what about that one?
Which one?
How do
Okay,
you know
which one, guys?
All right.
How do you
So
know-
should we do the last one or the second to last one?
Do you feel rules are necessary? But I feel like if you do the second to last one, you need to add on to the.
Yeah, you need. I feel like both of those are the same thing. So just do
So
both.
I think we should just do the last one.
Yeah.
You only have about a minute and a half, so pick one and go.
The last
Alright.
one.
All right.
And cut here. Do you feel there should be consequences for not following the rules? And please explain.
Yes. It just depends how bad you break it. Honestly, if you like break the rule to a certain extent and you keep on breaking it, then you should be consequenced.
You break a rule, you break a rule.
Yeah.
That's pretty simple. You break a rule, you have to pay the consequences, no matter how bad it is. Like if you hit a dude and a dude like beats a dude till he starts bleeding, that's he still has to pay the consequences because it don't matter. They both are the same thing. It don't matter like how bad it is. Like, oh, you break a rule, you break a rule.
But like, you don't know what that kid could have been going through for him to like turn around and, you know what I'm saying, just like keep punching him until he was bleeding. But like the kid did hit him first, so I don't think he should get as much consequence as the other kid because he like started it, and then you just don't know what the other kid could be going through at home.
True that.
Also, I would like to add something else. I also feel that we need consequences for not following the rules because that person will just keep on doing what they're doing and nothing will get better from that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Consequences help you learn from your mistakes.
A lot.
So just saying, yes, we need consequences, but I don't think you should get in trouble if you're not wearing a name tag.
I don't think that you should.
I didn't say that.